Welcome to a very special edition of your Transfer Bonanza Extra, like one of those small Tesco stores. Ian still isn't here, but don't worry, I will be filming another Transfer Bonanza this week with Ian. It couldn't be more exciting, although it is quite nice. It does smell better in this room when he's not here. Right, let's start this thing off with Benatia. Basically, we lost on Saturday, as you're aware, and everybody said they need new players, and the first name coming out from everyone's mouth was Benatia, because of Jim White, who tweeted that the player was going to come to Man United. Don't know why he did that. We're not really sure it was true. The moment he did it, we got reports that Chelsea were after him, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, that the player would rather go to Barcelona or Bayern. That was from Gazzetta. And then Sky Sports stopped linking us to him, which was nice of them. But don't panic, Ed Woodward's on it. Yeah, I know. Next, this is exciting because this one looks like it really could happen. Rocco, I think it's Rojo? We're going Rojo. Rojo, who plays for Sporting, as you're aware, has refused to train because he wants to come to us. £16 million allegedly, and this is the perfect transfer for us in that, one, we've got a player who actually wants to play for us for a change, and also, every step of this transfer gets more and more complicated. It's absolutely ideal because he's got third-party ownership. What we know is this: he did a very staged press conference the other day in which he said, "I love it at Sporting. I love the fans. I love the manager. I love the mascot. I love the urinals. He loves it all." And then he said, "And my future totally depends on the club. So as long as they're willing to sell him, he is off. He's no interest in staying there." There have been some reports that Nani or Anderson could be shipped off in compensation for him in loan deals or something. It's just sort of made up by the papers, isn't it? Also, we had scouts at one of their games recently, allegedly looking at William Carvalho, but we're sure that's nonsense because we signed Herrera, so we know, as far as Manchester United transfer policies go, we are good for midfielders for 5 years now. Buy one and then just leave that massive hole in the middle. Who needs to worry about it? But they keep saying we're going to buy midfielders. I've no idea why, because we're still linked to Vidal. Not a lot in this, other than Juventus will tell absolutely anybody who'll listen that he is not for sale. They have never been keener to tell us that their player is not for sale. People aren't even asking anymore. They're just running around the streets going, "He's not for sale! Vidal, not for sale!" They're determined that we all know he's not for sale. I don't know why that is. Perhaps because he's definitely for sale. Time will tell. That's not necessarily something you'll get an exclusive from me. Strootman is another player we're being linked to. £80 million to buy someone who is massively injured and probably won't be fit to play football again for the rest of this year. So that looks like an absolute bargain, doesn't it? I don't know why anybody would do that. It's just ludicrous. Elsewhere, according to his manager at Fiorentina, Quadrado will not be going anywhere this summer. So that's him over. Now, Di Maria, people saying £100 million for Di Maria. That's because people are easily confused. That came from the Daily Mail, who decided to make their headline £100 million for Di Maria, which obviously makes it look like we're going to spend £100 million on him. What they're saying is that it's £50 million to buy him, and then £50 million in wages and agents' fees and all that kind of nonsense. Still a lot of money. So they're saying we're well in for him, and that Van Gaal's phoned him up and said, "Hey, on health, want to come play for my lot? You'll have a great time." And that he really wants him, and he's told Woodward to get him. So we all know what that means. We'll see him signing for PSG any day now, which will be brilliant. In outs, players leaving. Apparently, Van Gaal told Zaha, Anderson and Nani to go and train by themselves. Fellaini's probably going to Napoli. Hernandez has been linked to Juve. Darren Fletcher to Espanyol. I don't know, they just make it up, don't they? So I might as well do the same. That was your Transfer Bonanza. Keep an eye out because this was just the extra. There will be another one this week. You'll absolutely love it. Get your comments below. Tell us who you'd like United to sign and who you'd like us to see get shit of.